Good evening and welcome back to the Staatszaal of the Noord-Brabants Museum, here for day 5 of the 56th International Vocal Competition Lied Duo. In case you forgot, my name is Anna Trombetta and I'm thrilled to welcome you back here for a performance of Franz Schubert Winterreise, a masterpiece in every aspect, performed by baritone Skovhus and pianist Stefan Vladar. It's been a whirlwind of a day today. The 4 finalist duos that will be performing tomorrow have been rehearsing all day to make sure that they are 100% prepared for tomorrow. And all of our other duos have been in master classes presented by pianist Nino Gvatadze and mezzo-soprano Sophie Koch. It's been a day full of inspiration, insight, and incredible music making. But it's not over yet. Like I said, tomorrow is the finals of this year's competition, and it will take place at 4 o'clock sharp in the Verkaderfabriek here in s-Hertogenbosch. So make sure that you have your event reminder set here on YouTube so that you definitely don't miss it. For now, we'll go to baritone Skovhus and pianist Stefan Flader for their performance of Schubert Winterreise, followed directly after by an interview with pianist Stefan Flader that I had the pleasure of doing earlier this week. We go now to IVC Artistic and General Director Andrew Watts. Enjoy the performance.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's performance of Schubert's Winterreise. Before I introduce our 2 extraordinary gifted artists, I wanted to remind you that tomorrow evening is the finals of the 56th edition of the International Vocal Competition's Lied Duo category. We're sold out, but if you want to come, we'll squeeze you in somewhere, even if it's hanging from the rafters. It's very exciting to feel that we're going to have somewhere where our extraordinary 4 finalists will battle it out for the prizes. And I think we're in for a real treat. I've heard a few songs this afternoon from them, and the level of singing throughout the week has been phenomenal. And I'm incredibly proud to stand before you as the new General Artistic Director of the IVC. And I promise that the standard will keep going up. We will just keep finding these extraordinary young artists. So to the young artists who are here tonight, thank you for this week. I didn't get a chance to say it, but thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. So this job is not about me, it's about the music. So without further ado, will you please welcome baritone Skovhus and pianist Stefan Vladar for Schubert's Winterreise.
Ich kann zu meiner Reise nicht wählen mit der Zeit, muss selbst den Weg mir weisen in dieser Dunkelheit. Es zieht ein Mondenschatten als mein Gefährte mit. Es zieht ein Mondenschatten als mein Gefährte mit. Und auf den weißen Matten so geht es viel des Tritt. Und auf den weißen Matten so geht es viel des Tritt. Was soll ich länger weilen, dass man mich trieb hinaus? Lass ihre Hunde heulen vor ihres Herren Haus. Die Liebe liebt das Wandern, Gott hat sie so gemacht. Von einem zu dem andern, Gott hat sie so gemacht. Die Liebe liebt das Wandern, mein Liebchen, gute Nacht. Von einem zu dem andern, mein Liebchen, gute Nacht. Traum nicht stören, verscharrt um deine Ruhe. Sollst meinen Tritt nicht hören, sacht, sacht die Türe zu. Schreib im Vorübergehen ans Tod ihr gute Nacht, damit du mögest sehen, an dich hab ich gedacht. Schreib im Vorübergehen ans Tod ihr gute Nacht, damit du mögest sehen, an dich hab ich gedacht, an dich hab ich gedacht. Der Wind spielt mit der Wetterfahne auf meine schönen Liebchens Haus. Da dachte ich schon in meinem Wahn, sie pfiff den armen Flüchtling aus. Hätte es eher bemerken sollen, des Hauses aufgestelltes Schild, so hätte niemals suchen wollen, im Haus ein treues Frauenbild. Der Wind spielt drinnen mit den Herzen wie auf dem Dach, nur nicht so laut. Was fragen Sie von meinen Schmerzen? Ihr Kind ist eine reiche Braut. Der Wind spielt drinnen mit den Herzen wie auf dem Dach, nur nicht so laut. Was fragen Sie von meinen Schmerzen? Was fragen Sie von meinen Schmerzen? Ihr Kind ist eine reiche Braut. Gefrorene Tropfen fallen von meinen Wangen ab, ob es mir denn entgangen, dass ich geweinet hab, dass ich geweinet hab. Ei, Tränen, meine Tränen, und seid ihr gar so lau, dass ihr erstarrt zu Eise wie kühler Morgentau. Und trinkt doch aus der Quelle die Brust so glühend heiß, als wolltet ihr zerschmelzen des ganzen Winters Eis, des ganzen Winters Eis. Ihr trinkt doch aus der Quelle die Brust so glühend heiß, als wolltet ihr zerschmelzen des ganzen Winters Eis, des ganzen Winters Eis. Vergebens nach ihrer Tritte Spur, wo sie an meinem Arme durchstrich die grüne Flur. Ich such im Schnee vergebens nach ihrer Tritte Spur, wo sie an meinem Arme durchstrich die grüne Flur. Ich will den Boden küssen, durchdringen Eis und Schnee mit meinen heißen Tränen, bis ich die Erde seh. Ich will den Boden küssen, durchdringen Eis und Schnee mit meinen heißen Tränen, bis ich die Erde seh. Wo find ich eine Blüte, wo find ich grünes Gras? Die Blumen sind erstorben, die Rasen sind zu blass. Die Blumen sind erstorben, die Rasen sind zu blass. Wo find ich eine Blüte, wo find ich grünes Gras? Soll denn keiner angedenken, dich nehmen mit von hier? Wenn meine Schmerzen schweigern, wer sagt mir dann von ihr? Soll denn keiner angedenken, dich nehmen mit von hier? Wenn meine Schmerzen schweigen, wer sagt mir dann von ihr? Mein Herz ist wie erstorben, dann starrt ihr Bild darin, schmilzt jedes Herz mir wieder, fließt auf ihr Bild dahin. Mein Herz ist wie erstorben, dann starrt ihr Bild darin, schmilzt jedes Herz mir wieder, fließt auf ihr Bild dahin, ihr Bild dahin.
A cycle of epic proportions, Schubert's Winterreise is a colossal undertaking for any duo, but baritone Bo Skovhus and pianist Stefan Vladar are no ordinary duo. We have the pleasure of having Stefan Flader with us right now, and we're going to talk to him on our way to the Noord-Brabant Museum, where the Winterreise is taking place right now. Stefan, thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure.
My
How
pleasure.
are you enjoying s-Hertogenbosch?
Oh, I love it. It's a beautiful city.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, I've been here before, but I've never sort of really had the chance to dive into it and really
Sure.
get to see everything. It's great.
And now we just saw it from the waters.
From the
of-
water, this is absolutely unique in the world. I've never seen
Absolutely.
something like this.
Absolutely.
It's really beautiful.
So you are no stranger to competitions, to Lieds. I've just heard from Bo that you've been taking on Winterreise for a while together as
Yes.
a duo. You won the Austrian International Beethoven competition when
Not-
you were
Yeah,
20?
and I was 19 actually.
You were 19.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what I was doing at 19, but I wasn't winning international competitions. Do you enjoy being on the other side of the table, so to speak?
Oh, well, I must say I did not enjoy either side of the table. I mean, to be in a competition, I was 19. I didn't really have a chance to think what I'm actually doing there. I was just, somebody kicked my butt and
Go.
and I jumped into this competition and
Oh, wow.
I happened to get the first prize. And in juries, I don't know. I don't do juries too much because I think it's very, very difficult to decide who is better, who is worse. It's also not. There is no objectivity in judging in judging music. But on the other hand, it's very interesting just to hear young people and to see what they're doing and to help them then in the end to kick off their careers. That's what competitions are about, in a way. So I can't say what I enjoy more, and it's different sides of the same medal.
But it kicked off your career for sure, no?
It did, of course. I mean, it did in the sense that nobody knew my name the day before the competition, and after the
then all of a
competition,
sudden-
many people knew my name.
So
At
you-
that time, it was big thing. It was on TV, and it was huge.
So you had no feeling for that you would win at the time.
No.
Okay.
I entered the competition only because it was in Vienna, and it didn't include any traveling because I thought that I'm too young. I have anyway no chance. So.
You were
It's
just
true.
it was just a weekend thing.
Yeah.
So we've just seen a snippet of your Winterreise with Bo Skovhus. What about this cycle and maybe Schubert's in general do you think makes it almost the epitome of this Lied art form?
Well, Winterreise is a very unique cycle because it is a real cycle, although it's just a bunch of songs, but they really tell one story. And the way Schubert handles the material and the way Schubert handles the poems is absolutely unique. And what we do is we try not to have him, I mean the imaginary person, not have him give up already in the first song. I mean, there has to be a fight before he loses, sort of, in the end. And this is a big journey also. When we did it now many times, but when we started working on it, this was our aim to keep the story moving and keep the story going, which is, of course, what it should be. But it's very difficult because they're so also very, very different in style and in the mood. These songs.
Is it I mean it's such an iconic cycle, such iconic pieces. Is it nerve-wracking to take on something that big? Something that almost everyone, a lot of people have done.
Not really. I mean, it would be if we wouldn't have thought that we could add something to it, which in a way wasn't there yet. But I mean, we had a lot of respect for it, but we were not anxious.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely. You have done so much in your career. It's really amazing. Are there things that you're still looking forward to, projects that have been on your bucket list that you haven't, that you really
yeah, well,
want
the
to
thing is with my life, my bucket list changed all the time because I never, followed just one path. I was always trying to take all the chances I got, and now I did it 4 years ago, that I switched totally from, being also conducting pianist, but I became now an opera director, and I'm music director of an opera house. That's a completely new thing. So I could throw away my bucket list from the year
Yeah, exactly.
before. So I'm not making bucket lists, but I'm working from project to project and from idea to idea, and try to do the best I can, and that's how I lead my life in a way.
What was the catalyst and maybe sort of the last thing that made you say yes? Okay, now I'm going to do this new thing.
I was asked to do it. It was it fell from the sky, and then I had to decide, will I do it or shall I go for it or not? And I always try to, I have this reflex to say no to new things, but then I always try to overcome it and then say, come on, boy, risk, try, do it.
And you enjoy it?
And I totally enjoy it, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, that's, opera's great as well.
Yeah.
Well, so it'll be a bit in the past, but you had, of course, you as a pianist and you as a conductor and you as a conducting pianist, as you said. Did you prefer that to having a separate conductor as well, or was it just more stress, or was it artistically more fulfilling?
Well, in those pieces where I could actually do both, I enjoyed doing both and not having to compromise with someone else. So in the Beethoven concertos, the Mozart concertos, and so on, this I prefer doing on my own. Although from time to time, another input from somebody else is also helpful here and there. But now, of course, I'm doing big opera stuff, so this is so.
Do you have a favorite opera that you've been able to do?
We just finished a new production of Yevgeny Onegin, which is one of my favorite pieces. But it's always one of my favorite pieces.
When you're in it, it's always,
we did last year. I did Lohengrin, Le Nozze di Figaro, Fledermaus, and Salome and Onegin. So, and every piece was new for me, and everything was wow. And now I'm learning Elektra, which comes now in January, and then La Bohème in April. So
it's a blessing and a curse. We have to fall in love over and over and over again.
And there's actually no time to think which is my favorite, because there's time to think which is the next. So that's what I'm doing.
Sure. Well, this has been lovely, Stefan. Thank you so much
for
taking a little walk through s-Hertogenbosch with me. Toi for the rest of the week. Even though the public will have already seen it, I'm looking forward to Winterreise on Saturday.
Thank you.
The 56th International Vocal Competition Lied Duo is in its final days. But it's not over yet. Tomorrow, October 15th at 4 o'clock in the Verkadefabriek here in s-Hertogenbosch is the finals of this year's competition. Possibly the most exciting day of the entire week. The duos, the 4 finalist duos, have been polishing, refining, getting their final programs just that much better so that they may be the winners of this year's competition. Don't forget to set that reminder right here on YouTube. It's going to be a fabulous day of music and you don't want to miss it. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock.